So this is going to be a review of my Spyderco Resilience. This knife is very easy to open one-handed. You can do it in a slow and civil manner, or you can very easily flick it open with your thumb, and then you'll scare away all the soccer moms at your kids' soccer practice while you cut up their apple. The Spyderco Resilience has roughly a 4.5-inch blade, which will scare away anybody who isn't into knives. So maybe carry a slightly smaller pocket knife. It's around $50. My friend got this one for me at Walmart, so you can get it at Walmart. The blade steel is 8CR 13 MOV, so you know what to expect with that. This is part of Spyderco's budget brand that's made in China, which the Efficient, which is the small one, the Tenacious, which is the medium one and the one that most people have, and then the Resilience are all cheap Chinese-made Spydercos that use the 8CR 13 MOV steel. And speaking of my friend who bought me this knife, he had a Tenacious for like 3 years that I got him for Christmas. So the other week he must have been trying to open a can and snapped the Tenacious's blade in half. So yeah, probably don't open cans with your knives, or learn how to properly misuse your knives. I suggest watching Cutlery Lover's video on him opening cans with a Spyderco. But anyway, I'm trying to figure out if I want to get him a can opener for Christmas, or if I want to buy him a $110 and see how long it takes him to break that. Alright, so the Spyderco Resilience is definitely a usable knife. It is a large knife. Like I said, the blade is around 4.5 inches long. Folded up, this knife isn't that much bigger than the Ontario Rat 1. The only thing that makes this knife kind of uncomfortable to carry on the daily is how wide it is. In fact, I had to switch the pocket clip over to tip-up carry, just so that it would be comfortable to carry in my pocket and I can still reach into my pocket and get all my stuff. Yeah, so keep that in mind probably. Yeah, the Spyderco hole makes this way easier to open one-handed, in my personal opinion, than thumb studs do. I haven't quite figured out how to flick open a knife with thumb studs yet, but that's more of my problem and not most people. I think most people have no problem with thumb studs. The blade steel will hold an edge long enough. You're gonna have to sharpen it. That's just budget steel, and how it works. The black G10 is kind of boring. I might at some point try to make some sort of Markita scales for this and probably fail greatly, but I kind of want to try, so I don't know if I'll do that or not. It has a lanyard hole if that's your thing. The knife has a pocket clip, so I probably won't put a lanyard on it. Other things. Oh yeah, if you switch it to tip-up carry, since it has the Spidey hole, you can do that thing that Instagram operators do and put a little zip tie up at the top there so it opens when you pull it out of your pocket for all those times that you have needed to stab somebody in your life. I don't know about your life. I don't know what goes on in your life. But in my life, I've never personally ever had to stab somebody, so I don't really see the need of having a zip tie up there so it opens when it comes out of my pocket. The only thing that I could foresee happening in that situation is I go to pull that out of my pocket, the blade deploys, I drop the knife, and I lose my pinky toe while I'm in the kitchen trying to cut up a apple. Yeah, that being said, this knife is very large, and I feel like it would be really decent for a folding, like, food prep chef knife thing. You know, for the serious traveling chef, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, Spyderco Resilience seems to be pretty decent for a woodsman or an amateur wannabe woodsman such as myself. It has a large 4.5-inch blade, which is good for stripping wood off of sticks and stuff to start a fire, using it to chop down small trees and stuff like that. So all in all, I will say the Spyderco Resilience is probably worth the $50 that it is. I haven't had any issues with it. It's kind of large if you're going to carry it every day. You might be asking yourself, who is this knife for with a 4.5-inch blade? And first of all, if you're asking that question, you probably shouldn't be watching videos on knives. Second of all, if you've ever used the term pocket sword, this knife is definitely for you.